video I'm about to show you is the most important hair extension video that you will ever watch. Some of these things that I'm going to tell you are going to upset you, but at the end of the video, I do have a solution. I want to introduce to you my new website called Ethical Hair Marketplace. I think it's going to change the world, and I'm so excited to show it to you. Thank you for watching. There are hundreds of hair websites and thousands of YouTube reviews and tutorials out there, but they all lack vital information. So why don't we start from the beginning? Historically, the hair movement has always gone from the poor to the privileged, and still that way today. For centuries, brokers have used any means necessary to get their greedy hands on hair. In the 1800s, peasant French women were sheared like sheep for their hair. In Edwardian times, till around 1910, hair was collected from sewer drains and corpses. Fast forward to 2019, hair extensions are a billion-dollar industry. Thanks to celebrities openly talking on reality TV and social media about the hair that they wear, the market has exploded, with the demand far outweighing the supply. So keeping that in mind, that really makes you start to question how every salon in the United States sells a different line of hair extensions, and it also makes you question maybe where does this hair come from? How is it sourced? What process does it go through before I get it? These are all very important questions. Unfortunately, the answer is much darker than you think. All hair in 95% of the companies on the market today source their hair from China or India. They seek out impoverished people whose children and themselves are extorted and paid next to nothing for their hair. You also may have heard of the Indian temples where there is a sacrifice to the gods for their hair. What you're not told is that these women have no idea that their hair is then sold to the United States and they get nothing from this. It's even been said that this hair can be cursed because of the way that it's actually taken from them. You'll see little children in these temples often screaming and crying as someone's holding them down and shaving their heads. Children's hair is the most valuable, as aged hair definitely comes with damage. Their hair is known in the extension market as black gold. Oftentimes, these women who grew their hair for 6 years are shaved and sheared and sometimes paid just enough to buy themselves groceries. Can you even imagine that? Hold on tight, but do you know that some countries like Brazil, they actually have hair bandits that go around robbing women for their hair? There was recently some articles published on men on motorcycles who grabbed a woman as she was walking into church. They pulled out a machete and cut her waist-length hair off that she had been growing for 2 decades. Similar attacks have occurred in other parts of Brazilian cities as well. The demand for hair is very high in Brazil. Now let's talk about China, where everything is replicated. Over the years, they have replicated everything from pharmaceutical pills to plastic pellets of rice. Well, it's no different with fake hair. Much of the Asian hair is mixed with synthetics. Sometimes it's cadavers, but mostly yak hair. And you can always find the yak hairs. I am an expert at this by now. See them? They're those little black, hard, plasticky hairs. You'll find about one every 30 strands of the other hair. Why are they added, you ask? Because hair extensions are always sold by weight. These black yak hairs actually have a good weight to them, and it's less of the other hair that I mentioned. Oh, and so you're wondering now about the other hair. Well, let's just talk about that. A lot of this hair can be collected right off the floor, as well as it's collected in vats that has lice and blood and sweat, and sometimes it's stored for a month, causing a lot of mildew. And then what needs to happen is this hair is dipped in an acid mixture. Also known as acid baths, this completely destroys the hair cuticle. It turns the hair to a basically white color, and let's not forget about the smell. Guys, I don't know if there's anything more disgusting than when you open up a fresh pack of hair extensions and you just smell that chemical smell, and no amount of serums or good conditioners gets rid of it. It always comes back through. So we get the hair out of the package that stinks, and it's all shiny, and it looks so shiny. How does it get that shine? Well, after being so damaged, it needs to have a silicone layer put on it, otherwise known as a silicone dip. Here's just a few of the ingredients in silicone. Wait, isn't silicone like really bad for breast implants? Isn't silicone toxic? So why are we putting it on our hair that's touching our face all day? Oh, but the hair industry will tell us that's okay because you want that shine. Yeah, you'll have that shine for about 3 shampoos, because once you wash away that gorgeous silicone lining, you are left with straw. Yes, hair that crawls up, tangles, mats that you have to brush constantly. It is so frustrating to have tangled hair extensions. Wait a second, this cannot be true. What about the law? Well, unfortunately, there are 0 governing rules when it comes to hair extensions. It is an unregulated industry. No ingredients are ever listed on the packages, so you're not even aware of the harsh chemicals brushing against your face. No governing rules. Hair can be sold and labeled as anything, meaning Asian hair can be labeled as Peruvian, European, Remy, even Russian. That's the newest popular falsehood on the market. So basically, if I'm buying a hair extension in a salon, I'm not only supporting something that's unethical, I am getting something that's extremely unhealthy for my body, and I'm paying a lot of money for something that just doesn't last. I told you guys this video would probably upset you, but I did also promise you a solution and an answer. I would like to welcome you to Ethical Hair Marketplace. I want you to think of it as a meeting place, not just a marketplace, where everything sold is going to be ethical, locally sourced, and ultimately much healthier. Women can come onto this site and interact with each other and buy and sell hair. It's a great way for some people to make a little extra cash, and it is a phenomenal way to buy hair extensions. You ladies will actually be getting raw, virgin, locally sourced hair that the textures will be very similar to your own, will blend flawless and seamlessly, and this hair will last you such a long time. I am so thrilled to have this idea and to bring it to all of you. Click the video below to find out how to sign up and become part of this hair revolution.